This week is going to be a very busy week for genomics company. We have several genomics companies set to report their earnings for the third quarter of this year in this week alone. So if you guys remember correctly, back in 26th of January 2021, ARK Invest, they shared this big ideas PDF with us. This PDF consists of, it contains 112 pages. But the important one that I want to talk about in this video as quick as possible is on page 93. So you have to go down to page 93. I'm almost there. So this page right here, page 93. On page 93, you guys can see that Illumina is, right at the bottom. I believe that is one of the reasons why ARK Invest dumped Illumina. Okay, they sold all their shares of Illumina and they started to bet heavily into 10x Genomics and of course into Pacific Biosciences of California, and they skipped Bionano Genomics optical genome mapping because according to Simon, for example, one of the analysts, ARK Genomic ETF fund analyst, he believes that long read sequencing, next generation sequencing is going to, take over optical genome mapping, the technology that Pacb is presently developing, in partnership with another company out there. Simon believes that it is going to, in the next 5 years or so, it's going to be able to do what optical genome mapping is presently doing. That is why I believe they have refused to invest in BNGO. But the thing is, the story of Bionano Genomics has changed significantly since when they posted this PDF. So I mean, at the end of this year, I'm still going to come back to this PDF because I want to, read everything that they said in this PDF once again and see if that is exactly what happened in 2021. Let's go to the next page. So if you come to arkinvest.com or whatever and you come to the ARK Genomic Fund, when you come to this page, if you put in Pacb and 10x Genomics, you guys can see right here the weight rank of Pacb is number 3. So this week on Tuesday, Pacb is going to be reporting, followed by 10x Genomics on Wednesday. They are also going to be reporting their third quarter earning of 2021. And the reason why this is important is because this week is going to be full of earnings report from genomics company, and we have to know how they are going to be performed because we are not only about Bionano Genomics on this channel, we also need to know what is going on in other companies, okay, so that we can at least have an understanding of if the industry, the genomic industry, is progressing positively or not. That is why I'm sharing this information with you guys. So this is 10x Genomics. They are going to be reporting on the 3rd of November 2021 on Wednesday. I believe tomorrow is 1st of November. So they are analysts is expecting them, the consensus estimate is expected to be minus 0.20 US dollars 20 cents. That is what they expect 10x Genomics to report. So on Tuesday, Pacific Biosciences of California, Pacb, is expected to report their earning on the 2nd of November on Tuesday, okay? And according to analyst estimates, they are expecting Pacb to report about 22 cents, minus 22 cents. Okay, so we are going to see what's going to happen with Pacb on Tuesday. I mean, I don't wish them bad luck. I hope they are going to report positive earnings, even though I know it's not going to be positive earnings because they have a lot of expenses. So we are going to see what's going to happen. And you guys know that this company is number 3 in the ARK Genomic Fund. So if you guys are invested in ARK Genomics Fund, I hope this information is vital or useful to you guys. So this is a news from Zacks Equity Research. The title says earnings preview, Pacb, third quarter earnings expected to decline. You guys can see right here, Pacific Biosciences of California Q3 earnings expected to decline. And if you come down a little bit, you can see that Wall Street expects a year-over-year decline in earnings on higher revenues when Pacific Biosciences of California reports results for the quarter ended September 2021. The earnings report, which is expected to be released on November 2nd, 2021, might help the stock move higher if these key numbers are better than expectations. On the other hand, if they miss, the stock may move lower. So if you are invested in Pacb, ARK Genomic ETF fund, there is Pacb inside it. If this earning is negative, not up to what analysts are expected, you guys should expect ARK Genomic Fund, the ticker ARKG, to go down. So Illumina is expected to report their own earnings also on Thursday, just like Bionano Genomics. Okay, they are expected to, and according to analysts, Illumina has been beating their expectations. But shockingly, ARK Invest dumped all their Illumina shares, guys. I mean, look at that. They have been beating all expectations. Even second quarter they smashed it. First quarter they smashed it. Okay, that is why the stock is is presently trading above $400. At one point, it was even trading at, let's go to 6 months. It was trading at $524. Okay, even though ARK Invest dumped everything because they believe this company somehow is not meeting according to their own what should I say it description of the Illumina is not meeting their expectation or whatever. So they, according to experts, they expect Illumina to report about $1.14, okay, for the Q3 2021. And I believe Illumina is going to beat it, because Illumina is the whale in the room, okay, the elephant in the room with a market cap of $64.9 billion. So we are going to be talking about Bionano Genomics right after the intro. What up investors, it's your way Dayo. Welcome to Frunkla Investment, where we talk about BNGO from Monday to Sunday. Even if it's my birthday, I still talk about Bionano Genomics. To receive daily updates about your investment in this amazing company, Bionano Genomics, click on the subscription button to become a member of this family. Join the likes of Mr. Rishipi, our Chief Business Officer, that says he enjoys my YouTube video and my enthusiasm for Bionano Genomics, and he thanks me and he hopes that I keep up the great work. Click on the like button and the subscription button, become a member of this family. Let's get to it. So Bionano Genomics is expected to report their earnings on the 4th of November 2021, okay, and we are going to of course have the earnings call and the webcast as well. I believe this is going to be immediately after the market closes, so there is going to be a live stream on this channel. You guys should subscribe, and of course I'm going to put it on later so that you can at least click on the reminder so that you can be reminded once I go live on Thursday for this earnings call. It's going to be wonderful. So according to analysts, we missed the second quarter, and you guys can see we were expected to report about 4 cents, but we reported minus 7 cents, okay. And the second quarter, the first quarter, we meet the first quarter, and on the fourth quarter of 2020 we also met the estimate. So this is the third quarter of 2021. According to analyst consensus, they are expecting us to, the estimate is minus 6 cents, okay, minus $0.06. That is what they expect Bionano Genomics to report. So we are going to see if we are going to meet that earnings or not. Hopefully we are going to meet it. Hopefully we are going to install enough Sapphire. But this is Q3 2020, and you guys should remember that during the third quarter of 2020 there was this lockdown going on, and Bionano Genomics couldn't go out to install their devices, okay, the Sapphire device. That is why the third quarter was this horrible. So hopefully this year has changed. Hopefully they have been able to go out there and install enough Sapphire device. I mean, nobody know. We can only speculate that they have money to install the estimate of between 12 Sapphire to 15 Sapphire devices. So hopefully they have installed at least 15 Sapphire devices, because according to analysts they expect them to report about between 12 to 15 Sapphire devices. So if they manage to report between 12 to 15 Sapphire devices, that is going to be positive, according to installations, okay. But for earnings, I mean, nobody knows. They are expecting them to report about 6 cents, minus 6 cents, okay. So if Bionano Genomics meet this estimate, or if they beat it, let's say they report like minus 4 cents, that would be very good, okay. Or if they report like minus 3 cents or something, that would be very good. But if they report minus 6 cents according to the estimate, that is going to also be neutral. So you shouldn't expect the stock price to rise. But if they report like minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, then it will be a positive thing for the stock price. So we should expect the stock price to at least rise like maybe 9% or so. So that is all about these earnings. Let's go to the next page, guys. So this is a positive tweet from our chief business officer, Mr. Rishipi. There is an article that I already made a video about last week. The title of the article says Bionano Genomics stock looks ready to reward patient investors. Okay, and that is exactly what Mr. Rishipi also posted. Bionano Genomics stock looks ready to reward patient investor, because we have been hammered heavily this year since February 16, when the stock price hit that all-time high. The price has been going down till now, and I receive message on a daily basis, Dayo, when is the all-time high coming back? I mean, this is our chief business officer right here, trying to put some positivities into us, trying to make us to stay positive, trying to make us to encourage us to stay patient with our investment in this company. This article is a very positive one. I already spoke about it with you guys, whereby the writer spoke about why BNGO is going to reward patient investor and so on and so forth, because he believes Sapphire device is the future in terms of genomics. It's going to replace all those outdated method of analyzing genomes for rare genetic disease, for hematological malignancies and so on and so forth. Okay, taking over from southern blot, from fish, or from microarray. Okay, so this is all about this page. Let's go to the next one. Now, this is another beautiful post from Mr. Rishipi. You guys can see the Sapphire device in between. Here you have Alex Helm, and he's our VPs of strategic products. And right here you have global corporate marketing. You have Stephanie Hoyle, and right here you have the Sapphire device, and of course our chief business officer, Mr. Rishipi. Okay, and right here you have I think they're analyzing a genome already. You can see on the screen, or perhaps this is just a screensaver from the display, but this looks like a very beautiful laboratory whereby you can find the Sapphire device. But I don't think this is Bionano Genomic lab or office. It looks like there's a device behind, or perhaps it's just a printer. Anyway, that is all about this page. And Mr. Rishipi, of course, he said the dream team, honored to be working with Alex Helm and Stephanie Hoylen, Bionano's VPs of strategic products and global corporate marketing. Okay, and in another breaking news, we have a new guy right here, guys. You guys can see this is Dr. Kate Gligorich. Okay, he is going to be our vice president of laboratory operations. Okay, and this is a post of him standing next to our chief business officer, Mr. Rishipi. I believe this is Bionano Genomics office. You guys can see the chromosome on the background, and this is a very beautiful picture. It looks like they were preparing for Halloween. Okay, so this welcome to Miss Dr. Kate. You are highly welcome to be part of the team, and we Bionanians, we are very happy to have you. Hopefully you are watching this video as well. Let's go to the next page. All right, guys, so this is a very quick one. Let's take a look at what has been happening with our institutional investors. Okay, let's see what is going on. We have some investors dumping their shares. Of course, you can see we have dropped to 29.41% in terms of institutional shares ownership. Okay, we have come down a little bit, but the thing is, powerful shareholders like BlackRock, like Vanguard, like all of them, you guys can see, I want to show you guys, look at that, guys. They have the average share price at 7.7 US dollars. This used to be 5.56, 57 US dollars, but right now it has moved up to 7.7 US dollars. So all they are doing is just hold, and of course some of them are also adding to their position. Like we have a new position right here, guys. If you come down a little bit, you guys can see on the 26th of this month of October, I shared already this with you guys, that we have a new position with average of 6 US dollars and 1.5 million shares. This is from Fidelity Extended Market Index Fund. Okay, that's from last week. And if you take a look at it, you guys can see, I see a pattern right here. All of them are increasing their position or holding their position, and you guys can see that the numbers of millions of shares, if you guys came back here in January, this used to be about 1 point something million, 2 million. But right now we have 18.3 million, 14.8 million, 7.8. So what they are doing is adding to their position, and you guys can see the list is long. Okay, before you get to hundreds or 50,000 or something like that, less than 100,000, you guys can see you have to scroll down to get to all these small like 94,000 shares and so on and so forth. So I think this is a very good thing for Bionano Genomics. Of course, we have some dirty players like Subscription International Group with call option and put option on this company. Okay, they are buying and selling simultaneously. Of course, they also have some shares. Look at it up here, you can see they have normal shares, 1.9 million shares, and then they have put option, okay, 1.8 million shares, then they have call option. So this is an example of why the price has not been doing anything, going up and down. Subscription, you guys know that this is a hedge fund that is using some kind of badass mathematical algorithm to trade, okay, and they always catch the top and bottom easily. So that's what they have been doing, put and call option on BNGO. One of the reasons why the stock has not been performing anything serious. So we are just waiting for a huge catalyst to push the stock price to the upside. So I believe that's all I want to share with you guys in this video. We have several earnings coming up. You guys can see right here. I mean, some other earnings that are gonna happen on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, and on Friday. The likes of Coinbase, the likes of Square, the likes of Fastly, Roku, and which other one do I? T-Mobile is there, Pfizer is there, BP is there, and so on and so forth. So this is just to let you guys know what's gonna happen next week. I remember your boy Dayo. This is Frunkla Investment. Please remember to smash the like button before you leave. Have a wonderful weekend, guys, and of course I wish you a wonderful new week ahead. Ciao, ciao.